There you go.
Thank you. Hi, come on in.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. Erica from ADP. How are you?
Dr. Page, I'm great, Erica.
Nice to meet you. Do you mind if I have a seat?
Yeah, please do.
Thank you. So this is very unusual. I don't really normally have my phone out. I usually put it away. But today I would like to discuss about the Run app.
Okay.
Do you mind having my business card?
Sure, yeah, that'd be great. Thank
So
you.
all the information is there.
Okay.
And if you have any questions or concern about the meeting, feel free to contact me.
Okay.
I'm available anytime. Do you mind if I take notes?
Not at all. Go ahead.
Thank you. So my colleague Robert Palma is actually across the street. He specializes in orthopedics and did business with us for over 15 years.
Okay.
And he has 4 locations, so small business owners just like yourself. And he is currently opening the 5th one next week.
Oh wow, okay.
So my goal is to reach 5 business owners within a week to help grow within a year. And so he loves my product so much, and he referred me to you, and he said, hey, this person is great. So here I am today.
Yeah.
So do you have any kids?
I do. I actually have 3 children.
You do?
It's a crazy house right now. Yeah.
Wow. And so how long have you been in the industry for?
I actually started the business back in 2003. It's been going well so far. We've been growing rapidly. So far so good. I will say having the 3 children, trying to balance a full-time job and everything, it is a lot. but yeah, it's been going really well so far.
That's good. And so you said, so you've been with your business for 13 years, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And so is there anything exciting that is about to come up?
Yeah, so we recently opened a second facility over in Peachtree City. We're looking to actually add 5 additional employees to that facility. Also, in the next year, it might be a stretch goal, but we're looking in the next year or 2 to open up a 3rd facility.
3rd facility, and where would that be?
In Tyrone.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're close by.
That sounds very exciting.
Yeah, really exciting, really stressful, but yeah, it's very exciting.
Okay. So, I'm sorry to hear about the stress part. I'm sure we've all gone through it, and we always try to strive for something that would help us.
Yep.
And which is why I'm here today. So, before we get started, is there anyone else that should be involved for the decision making?
Yeah, so my husband, he's the one that runs most of the back office, all of that stuff. Obviously I own Page Medical Clinic. Me and my husband make every decision together. He was supposed to make this meeting today, but I'm sure you understand, having 3 children, sometimes things just come up, so unfortunately he's not here. So I might not be able to really have the whole picture for you. I might just have to get some information and kind of run it by him later.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. And just make sure we have 20 minutes for the meeting. Do you still have that?
Yeah, so I do have 20 minutes. I have a hard stop at 20 minutes. I have an appointment I have to run to right after this. But yeah, I did save 20 minutes for you, Erica.
Okay, I am from Miami, and I'll make sure we'll be
I
on
like
top
it.
of that.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, so what type of criteria do you value when it comes to making a decision that we can discuss in our meeting?
So there's many different things, obviously, that made me curious to have this conversation with you. The biggest thing, we're opening up a 3rd facility potentially and bringing on 5 additional employees, so that's going to be more cost for us. We're really looking to purchase some specific specialized equipment for those facilities as well. So really any way that we can save money would be great. As I mentioned, my husband is currently running most of the things himself. It was supposed to be more of a part-time job, but just running all that back office, all the payroll, reporting, it's eating up a lot of his time. So the thought of adding 5 more people, another facility, it's just a lot to think about. Really the biggest thing for me is making sure that we're saving that time and doing things efficiently in the most efficient way possible. Whether that means hiring an accountant, switching what we're doing. We're just not really sure at this point, so we just kind of want to know what the options are.
Okay. Wow. That's a lot of... Okay. So it does sound like a lot of stress on you guys. So your biggest concern is efficiency, is that correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So from my understanding, your concern is the efficiency, and that's what you're looking for. And in order to do so, to prepare yourself for the 3rd facility, you
Yes.
definitely want to have that smooth operations.
Yep.
And so tell me, so walk me through the payroll process. What does it look like?
So right now it's mostly manual. Nothing's automated. It's very manual. My husband keys in payroll for manual time cards. We don't do any direct deposit. We sign the checks. We mail them out just through the U.S. mail. Very time consuming, as I'm sure you can imagine.
Oh, I definitely can. And just hearing you talk, considering hiring a full-time accountant is actually one of the most common decisions,
Yeah.
consideration, perhaps.
That's what we have been looking into.
Yes. So we will go ahead and ask a few questions. And
Sure.
do you have any HR responsibilities as well?
Yep, so my husband handles all that as well. Yeah, the HR side, the PTO, he manually logs all of that. All rolls down to him. Busy guy.
And he's a doctor.
No, so he's not a doctor. No, I'm the doctor. Yeah,
Okay.
so I don't think he could do all of that. Yeah, he's supposed to be just kind of part-time running some of those back office things and raising the children, and
Okay.
it's becoming less raising children and more doing the part-time job.
And how would you say that spending so much time and having so much stress would kind of leave an impact to your family? So you're saying you have 3 kids. You mentioned earlier you have 3 kids.
Yes.
And you guys are running this business so much time. So let's go ahead and see what we can do to help you alleviate those the time concerns. And so what I have here. So out of all these categories, which one do you value the most for your business?
Out of these, I would say probably time and labor management. Time and labor management, probably HR services as well.
Okay. Okay, and then on a scale of 1 to 10, so between those two, the HR and the time labor, which one would you pick more? Would you value more?
Time and labor management.
Time and labor? Okay. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how satisfied are you with the time and labor management?
That we have currently, probably a 5.
No. And can you tell me why it wouldn't be a 10 instead of 5?
It's just honestly very time consuming, very inefficient. Having everything be so manual. Sometimes there's errors. We have to void checks sometimes. It just isn't a very good process. It eats up way too much time for what it's worth. So I'd love to figure out a way just to do it a little bit better.
Okay. And so as ADPs, we strive for constant improvement, and we are always searching for new and better ways to serve our clients and help grow the business. And so my understanding, you're concerned about the time that you're losing, just because of all the activities that you have to work on. And then you also mentioned the HR services. And so can you tell me, what would you do to improve the HR services? I understand you said that your husband would work on all the HR responsibilities. What would you do to improve that?
So right now he's having to kind of update and do all of that manually. He has to manually track all the pay time off, update all the employee records. It honestly takes up so much time to do that all just on his little spreadsheet system. It's definitely not the most efficient way to do it. Sometimes there's a lot of errors in it. So really a way I think to make it be more automated, a little bit easier, and less error would be our biggest thing that we're looking for.
Now you mentioned errors. Have you experienced any errors in the past?
Yes, we have, yeah.
Okay. And so what do you have in place if you were charged with a penalty?
What do you mean?
In the errors, I apologize. Have you ever experienced any penalties with the IRS by far?
Yeah, we have. So we actually had a penalty in the last 4 years. So definitely not a proud moment for us. Not something that we're happy about. Definitely something that we're looking to avoid moving forward.
Okay. And do you have any plans in the future if it ever does occur?
Honestly, not really. We're just really trying to make sure all of our bases are covered, and you just have to make the same mistake again.
Okay. And if you were to get a fine, what would you wouldn't have a backup fund to pay that off? Would you have a backup fund?
I mean, we would, we would have a backup fund. It just, that's not what we are wanting to allocate our funds for. Everything that we're looking to do with our company, so it would not be ideal at all.
Okay. So I'm hearing time, losing the time. Efficiency is what you want, and just a better way to have an automated system to guide you through. Now, so you mentioned time and labor management, the HR, the convenience, efficiency. Is there anything else that we have not addressed?
No, I think that's covering all the bases.
Okay. So I will go ahead and talk a little bit about our company, ADP. We are an automated data processing system, and we're in the industry-leading payroll provider over 65 years. And as you can see here, one of the big four is PwC, shows that they found, based on research, that the in-house is more expensive and also less strategic. And this is the reason being is because of the manual process. We're human beings. I'm sure you and I make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes, and this is something that's very crucial for for small businesses like yourselves. So what we provide is, not just payroll process, but way beyond that. HR services, background check, screening, training, time management, scheduling aspects. So,
and that's all included in one product, in one solution?
Can you repeat the concern, please?
So all of those things you just said, the background checks, the payroll, all of that is included in one solution, or are they offered individually?
It would be included in a package of for both the payroll process and the HR.
Okay.
Does that answer your concern?
It does, yep.
Okay. So if ADP can show you a way to save time just by automatically processing your payroll, do you ever experience being on the road and you just cannot, you get a phone call and someone said that there's an error in the payroll process? Do you ever experience that?
Yeah, that's happened to my husband a time or two.
Okay. And would it be a good idea to be on the road and be able to pull over, obviously, we don't want to get in an accident, and quickly process the payroll, fix all the errors before you completely send out in less than 60 seconds.
So is there actually like an app, like a mobile app for that?
Do you mind if I scoot over?
Oh, that'd be great, yeah.
Okay. I am not sick, I promise you. I will not. Okay. So, as you can see here, so you see on the list of all your employees, this is a demo, and so when you click on the person's name, it has all the information already in there.
Okay.
So whenever you have to edit it, you can just easily go on your phone on the road, or not on the road, but when you're anywhere else, other than the office. Yes. So it's phone mobility, and then when you go through, you can see how many hours they worked through. And then and adjust it if you ever need to. So you can go ahead and press next, and then it will let you finalize and preview first before you finalize. And you click next, preview, and then once it's calculates it for you automatically, and then once you are satisfied with that and everything is accurate and it looks right, you just press process, and they will go through.
Okay.
And that's all you have to do. And does that seem pretty simple to you?
Yeah, it seems really simple. My biggest concern, what we're worried about, is being backed into a contract and a long-term commitment, and that's something that, just as a small business owner, I'm really not interested in. Can you explain to me a little bit about what that looks like, what your contract is?
Now, in regards to contract, what is it that you're concerned about?
Yeah, so I'm just not looking to sign a contract. I don't want to be backed into a contract where I'm, obligated to remain with you, or have any kind of a long-term commitment. That's just, as a small business owner, it's just something I'm concerned about.
Okay, so there is no contract for you. Well, once you pay the implementation cost, it's a one-time thing. You can always switch over, depending on the number of your employees, and it is per location. However, we do have a 2-month demo for you to try, for you to kind of understand how it is. And if you fully are satisfied with the services that we offer, which can save you time and also alleviate all of your concerns about the HR services, we can, you know, you can go ahead and see if that works out for you.
Okay.
So, do you have any other questions?
No, I think there's a lot of stuff I'm going to have to go and run by my husband. I'm sure he might have some, more prices and figures he's going to want to discuss with you.
Okay.
I can't really, give you the whole picture right now. This information has been really helpful.
Okay. And so if you do have any questions in regards to our meeting, feel free to contact me at any time.
Okay.
And also, you can keep this testimonial that I have right here.
Sure.
It's actually one of my favorite clients. They always reach me if they ever get stuck with anything, and we try to help them with that. We also have an HR service 24/7. They are certified.
Okay.
So that's a great thing. They will help you and make sure that you get all the tips that you need to prevent any mistakes.
Okay.
So here is the contact information
Thank
if you
you.
want to contact them. And then also I will go ahead and forward you the demo for you to try.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'd love to show my husband that.
Yes, and it's better for you to kind of engage yourself and see if it's really best for your needs. And then also, would you like to take the next step forward? Or would you like to schedule a meeting, and preferably with your husband, so we can both sit down and show you everything that we have to offer?
Yeah, I'm definitely not ready to agree to anything today. I think it might be a good idea to set up a next meeting where my husband can come and, I'll run by what we've talked about today.
Okay.
And then we can go over some additional numbers and see what adds up.
Okay. Do you, so from 2 weeks, when will be the next convenient time for you?
Actually, you can just talk to my admin up front. She has my schedule, so she'll be able to put 20 minutes back on the calendar in a couple of weeks for us.
Okay. Do you mind if I have her contact information?
Sure. Here's my business card.
Thank you. And then also, just for follow-up, if you would like me to send you forward and everything, and then also follow up within 2 weeks,
Yeah.
and then then we'll see if she can kind of arrange that. But just for now, does next Friday, 2 weeks Friday, sound good?
Yep, that sounds like pretty
Okay.
good in my mind. Yeah,
All
that's
right.
fine.
Thank you. I'll go ahead and do that for afternoon. Is that fine?
Yep, that should be fine.
Okay. All right. Thank you for having me.
Thank
I
you so
hope
much for
you have a
coming by,
wonderful day.
Erica. This has been really helpful. I appreciate the information.
I wish I had a pen. I was starving, and I literally.
How do you feel?
Oh no, I was shaking for sure.
I
was
thought you
just
did
like,
good.
"Thank you." I'm usually like, but I was just, the first thing I had in mind was food. I didn't even know they were starting. And I was like, oh my god! So I was like dropping stuff. I was like, and I don't know, my pen fell.
Oh no. Well,
So-
you always have to improvise. I thought you did a good job.
Thanks.
You did really well.
Yeah,
Now you're done.
definitely. Yeah, no. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. You're welcome
do
to
you
hang
want
on to
to-
that
okay.
if you want. Yeah, you can reach out to me if you need to.
Thank you. Do you still have one more, correct?
Yeah, one more.
Okay. And I'm going to eat a good meal,
Yes.
get rid of my headache, and relax.
Sounds good. Thank you, Erica. Good job.
Thank you. I will do better for sure.
I thought you did just fine.
I'm gonna keep a backup pen next time. I think I should do that.
That'd be good.
My next role play.
Yeah, you know what? It's always a learning process.
I'm such
You
a
did
hyper
great.
person. I cannot stop running around.
Don't stop.
This is a troop. Did you tell your story?
No.